Happy Friday, everybody. Today we're going to read Chapter 3, the beginning of Chapter 3, and answer the two questions under the first two paragraphs. Chapter 3, New Constitution for the States. A new plan of government. Americans set about making constitutions for their new state governments. A constitution is an overall plan of government. It declares what powers the government will have and will not have. It says what the different parts of the government will be. It assigns duties and responsibilities to each part. It says that this part of the government will make the laws, and that part of the government will see that they are carried out, and this third part will decide arguments about what a certain law means, and so on. So you can say a constitution is like a law, but is higher than ordinary laws. The Constitution says that all laws must fit within the Constitution. If they don't, then that law cannot be used. So as you can see, what they're discussing here is that they had to create constitutions for each state, which is the plan for the government, how it's going to operate, what are the rules going to be, who's going to decide how the rules are going to be carried out, and decide if someone is actually guilty or not. You might think of a constitution as the framework of a house and ordinary laws as the furniture. The outside walls, the roof, and the inside walls give you the basic form of the house. That's your constitution. You then put in your furniture. Those are your ordinary laws, like the basic form of the house. The Constitution sets limits on what you can put inside. As long as a law, like the furniture, fits inside the Constitution, the law is okay. If it doesn't follow the Constitution, then the law is unconstitutional. That means the law is no longer a law that has to be obeyed. So this part is basically telling us that a constitution is the framework for the laws that we can create. So for example, let's say we have our school code of conduct says that teachers are allowed to give 15 minutes of homework per subject a night. Now, if that was written in the framework of our student code of conduct, that would be almost, think about it as a constitution for our school. So if I decided I'm going to give everybody 5 hours of homework a night, well, that would be deemed unconstitutional. It is outside the laws that are stated in the Constitution. So when we think about a constitution, it is going to limit the power of what a government can do. It's going to say, this is the framework that you can work within. You cannot create laws that are outside of these set of laws. So the Constitution is the highest law that tells us what we can and cannot do. So for today, I'd like you to answer the two questions. What is a constitution? And if a law doesn't follow or fit in the Constitution, that means that the law is what? As you can see down below, there is the extension. If you click on the right, you can read the questions about our U.S. flag and answer the questions. So go ahead and try to answer these questions as best as you can. Keep track of your work, and we will see you on Monday.